Good morning, CG. I'm Lucas.
And I'm Reed.
And this is your CGTV Broadcast for Friday, March 20th.
Honors English 10 classes took a field trip to the University Library at IU Indianapolis' campus on Tuesday this week.
So the purpose of coming today is to start academic research for their major modern author research project, which is a study in contemporary authors and doing literary analysis in a variety of different ways over a contemporary author.
Students like Sawyer Swain said the work at the library taught him more about the process of analytical research.
I think it is really helpful to be able to understand how to process the information that the university gives you in order to fully get a grasp on how to complete this research for our futures if you are going into a four-year college or any sort of college.
Students will use the research gathered at the library to complete the Modern Author Project over the next 2 months.
The robotics team will be spending their spring break traveling across Indiana, competing at district competitions and looking to qualify for state. Jesse Pola brings us the story.
What are you doing over your spring break? Riley Robotics has 2 back-to-back district competitions, competing in Columbus and Lafayette against teams statewide. After more than 6 weeks of building a robot, Riley has been adapting their build, keeping up with other competitive teams.
Yeah, so we've had a couple of setbacks with the robot, just in terms of getting everything to fit together and work well together, and with the time constraint that we have, because it's only 6 weeks to actually design, build, program, and manufacture everything for the robot. Trying to maximize the space that we can utilize with the robot. The game itself isn't super complex. It's just there's 2 things you can do. You can score balls or climb a ladder. But it's just trying to tackle that challenge in an efficient way.
I'm the electronics lead, so I deal with wiring up the robot and making sure that every component works as it's supposed to. Currently, we have an intake which flips out of the robot, and it has a set of wheels that can bring in these yellow balls, and it can shoot them into a hub, which is where we score points. This year, it has been a bit of a challenge because there's a lot of seniors who graduated last year, so it's been a bit of a rebuilding year for us, but I think it's going pretty well, all things considering.
However, building a competitive robot isn't the only goal. Teams like Red Alert focus on aspects like community outreach, for which they can compete in comp season.
So I'm a part of the Impact team, which Impact is how we reach out to your community and spread robotics and our organization first throughout our community. And so on the Impact team, we present in front of the judges for 7 minutes where we talk about all that we do. And then we have a 5-minute Q&A session. So for the past 2 months, we've been practicing presenting and making sure that we have everything down. Impact specifically is very important because first, it's a good deed to your community, but also it helps you advance to state if you win it at a regional level.
Winning won't come easy for this team. Teams from Carmel and Lafayette have proven to be fierce opposition. But still, Rattler has predominantly moved past district competitions to compete at the state championship, sometimes moving on to the international stage.
Yeah, I'm definitely really proud of how our robot's going so far, and I think we're going to be in great standings for the competition at Columbus and Lafayette. And we get some buffer time between Lafayette and state, and so I'll be excited to see how else we can improve this robot between those 2 competitions.
Robot-wise, it's a work in progress, but we'll get there. For Impact, I think we're all pretty confident. We sound really good, and honestly, I think we have a solid chance at winning for state.
This is Jesse Pulla, back to the studio.
Thanks, Jesse.
On Wednesday, the jazz band had the opportunity to play with professionals in their annual Jazz a la mode event. Charlie and Asa have a look at the event.
In band, students have been practicing for weeks to prepare for one night, the Jazz a la mode, where a wide range of people, ranging from middle schoolers to high schoolers to even professionals, perform jazz-styled music. Sam Warner is one of those students who participated in this event.
So tonight, it's just kind of a fun way to show everybody what we've been working on, and show the younger ensembles too that are actually fairly new. When I was in middle school, they didn't have them, but it's cool and they sound really good. So it's just a cool way to show them what they've been working on, and then show what we've been working on, and then also bring in a professional group that is also really cool and a good way to take experience from.
The professionals performing at the Jazz Alamo don't only bring professional musical play for the audience, but they also bring lessons for some students who listen closely. Sam is one of these students who have learned lessons from being around these professionals.
You could just learn overall like musicality just from listening to them, what a professional sound is, how to like sound in tune, and really how soloing would work, because there's a lot of chords and like things behind the scenes or things that you could like learn. And I'm excited to speak to them and kind of talk and see how they got in their journey and how they got in it.
Practice for these students has been going on for many weeks as they prepare for this big night. Sam gives us an inside look on what one of these practices may look like.
So in a normal practice, we'll usually do some sort of like a chord to warm up, and do a specific note that'll help us kind of get in tune, and then we'll just chunk through our pieces and work on anything that needs work. And then there's been a couple rehearsals where we've gone through and done like solos and stuff for certain pieces.
Even with the amount and challenge of these practices and performances, Sam still wants and encourages new students to join at any part of the band.
I just say try it, go to a couple rehearsals, and just try it, especially marching band, trying to get a lot more people to do it. So I highly suggest it. Any sort of bands, just stick with it. I think it's really fun. I've made all my friends through it. I just think it's a really cool experience, and it helps you grow a lot as a person.
The Jazz Alamo event is yearly and provides snacks and drinks for anyone who attends. You can attend the event by buying tickets to support our school's band. Now, back to the studio.
Thanks, guys.
Last weekend, Riley Club hosted a pickleball tournament to raise money and awareness for Riley Children's Hospital.
So our specific club partners with Butler University as well, and all the money we raise goes to Child Life, and those are the people at Riley that come and kind of make an experience good. So if a kid's scared, they might have a teddy bear, or they have games, or they just come and hang out with the kids. So it's a really neat area of Riley that money goes towards. That also helps build like the playgrounds there and things like that for the kids to do. So we raise all that money, we write that check to Riley, and they get to have those funds to use for those things. So we have an event at the end of the year that ends up celebrating all of our fundraising events. So we try to do a fun event. They used to do a dance marathon. Kids don't like dances anymore. So last year we did a basketball tournament. This year we did a pickleball tournament.
I have some friends who went to Riley Hospital, and I think it's really a cool thing that they do, nonprofit organization, and I think it's really nice that a school can put something together like this and raise money for, not just raise money, but also raise awareness for people like that.
The pickleball tournament and the Riley Dance Marathon celebrates a year of fundraising by Riley Club. The club raised over $15,000
And 54 cents.
for Riley Club. Congrats to everyone involved.
Hey, Lucas, who do you have winning March Madness?
I think I've got Duke.
Well, Bree Ashland and I went around asking students about their predictions.
I'm Bree.
I'm Reed.
And I'm Ashlyn.
And today we're asking Trojans about March Madness.
Yay.
Who's in your Final Four?
Duke, Arizona, Michigan, and Florida.
Florida, Michigan, Nebraska, and Houston.
Yeah.
Duke, Michigan, Arizona, and Illinois.
Duke, Michigan, Florida, Houston.
Miami, Ohio, Iowa State, Illinois, and Arizona. And Purdue is going to lose in the first round.
Who is going to win the March Madness?
Duke.
Probably Queens or Miami of Ohio if they make it. If not, Michigan State.
Arizona.
Michigan.
Duke.
Duke.
Give us the Purdue Boilermakers.
As much as I hate to say it, Michigan.
Duke is my favorite team because when I was in 8th grade, I had a crush on Christian Laettner, and that has been my favorite team since then. Go Blue Devils.
Thanks, CG.
Now back to the studio.
Thanks. Last season, the baseball team boasted a record of 27-5. The team opens their season at IU on March 30th against Westfield. Bryn Murphy and Maddie Guilfoy have a preview.
On Monday, March 30th, the Center Grove baseball team will take the field for the first time this spring season. The team is ranked 14th in the nation coming into the first game. The Trojans will be facing the Westfield Shamrocks, who are ranked number 4 by the Indiana High School Baseball Coaches Association. Senior Tennessee commit Gannon Grant is looking forward to playing in his last season with the team.
What I'm most excited for is playing with my teammates that I grew up with for my senior season. We're going to make this season super memorable and special.
With Grant on the mound, behind the plate will be senior Indiana Wesleyan commit Tristan Yearman, who values the close friendships that the team has made both on and off the field.
I think it's really big for us, like compared to other teams, especially like we're all really tight friends. We're hanging out almost every night of the week, whether it's playing cards, going to hit. Like we're always doing something, and everybody's super comfortable around each other. So I think that's like a leg up on other teams for us.
The team ended their season last year in the second round of semi-state and have been working ever since to go as far as possible this year. Junior TCU commit Grady Grant shares how the team has been preparing for their upcoming season.
Since the end of last season, we've been in and out of cages, been running, been throwing, been conditioning. Coach has been holding us accountable, and I think we're ready for this season.
Head to Bloomington on Monday, March 30th to watch your Center Grove Trojans take on Westfield at the Indiana University Baseball Stadium. Back to the studio.
This broadcast is sponsored by XO by Sophia's.
Hanging on to every letter, you're telling me forever. I lose my mind, falling for it every time. Drowning the dead and the blue in your eyes. It's like a rush of something got me seeing stars. I fall apart the sky.
That's all we have for you today, CG. Follow us on Instagram at CG Trojaneer and at Trojaneer Sports for daily updates. And go to our website at trojaneer.com for stories and videos. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.